The European Commission wants to reshape Europe's driving test system as it bids to improve road safety. The legal age for driving tests would be fixed at 17 years old. Fresh licence holders would have a mandatory 2-year probation period, during which they would not be allowed to drive alone. A complete ban on alcohol consumption when driving would also apply.
We also want to update what drivers must do to obtain a licence. We are proposing that driving tests focus more on risk factors and hazard perception.
Last year, more than 20,000 people died in road accidents in the EU. And 40% of fatal ones involved drivers under the age of 30 years. Brussels has set its ambitions high, though. It wants this figure to be reduced to zero by 2050. The Association of European Automobile Clubs says this is a big step forwards.
For example, Austria practices the multi-phase training for novice drivers. And as you can see in figures, more and more people are failing their driving license tests. So we would welcome that other member states adopt this multi-phase training from Austria into other different member states, so that we can increase traffic safety for novice drivers, because novice drivers are the new drivers in the future.
Another key part of the package is to promote EU-wide cooperation when enforcing traffic offences by foreign drivers. According to the European Commission, millions of violations of foreign registered cars go unpunished due to the lack of identification or enforcement. It also wants to introduce an EU-wide driving ban for those endangering others on the road, for example, exceeding speed limits by more than 50 kilometers per hour. Bans are currently only enforced nationally.
If somebody drives so dangerously that an EU member state deems it appropriate to remove their driving licence, that person should not be allowed to drive in any other EU country.
Another part of the plan is to introduce a common digital driving licence for the bloc. The proposals will now go to the European Parliament for consideration.